What's that one?
Okay, Gary.
We'll just start. I've been away 10 years or more. I've been traveling all the time. My life is almost through. I'm going home. My day's too short and my night's too long. Loneliness is always there. My friends, they stayed around. I didn't care. 'Cause people only want what others have, and they're never willing to pay. All I ever wanted was to live my life. I said my life needs much more. Hey, I said it so many times before. I'm coming home. Hey, how you doing? Wow. Look, we're here playing music. Back again on the set of The Musicians here at Nevada County Media. I am so happy today because I get to interview my favorite musician in the world. Well, he's the only musician that I've basically consistently played with for the past 65 years. Welcome to my brother, Richard Logan.
I will take a bow. Thank you. Thank you.
Take a bow. Go right ahead. Now,
You
what
just
we
told me to 17 again.
well, yeah, 17. Yes, that song was the first song you wrote when we were in boarding school in 1971, I think. And that was the first time I'd ever thought that, hey, my brother's writing songs.
It's actually older than that.
Yeah, might have been. So okay, so now that everybody knows how young we are. So yeah, that was a great song, and the lyrics were fantastic, and I was like, well, remember you guys played it.
Only
You played it
started
at
off
a...
there. You finished the song. You came up with the chorus that I did not have.
Yeah, but that was years later. Yeah. But well, that was the first time I'd really experienced you being basically a musician. Because, I was what, 15, 14, 15?
I was this kid that just wanted to play guitar because girls like guitar.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they all left
They
6
did.
months later because I wouldn't
They
put
did,
the
but we
lead
went
guitar
to,
down.
but we did go to an all-boys boarding school. So,
That was tough.
yes, so it was tough. Not so many girls around.
That may have been the first song you remember.
Yes.
The first song I remember was 73. It was after a very strange, so it was during a strange summer in London. And he just came up one day and said, hey, I got this song.
Yeah, because I was always coming to you as like, he's got to hear every song I write.
That was the first one that I heard where I said,
And which one was that?
remember this little one? Oh, Diddy goes,
Oh, yeah. I remember that. There's a good story to this. This song, if I remember, we got an offer from Phonogram to go into a studio and record that song with a couple of others, and they gave us this producer to go into the studio with.
Yes,
And we got the musicians, Preston Heyman and John Giblin. John went on to be with Simple Minds, and Preston was the drummer for Kate Bush and
right.
Peter Gabriel and a whole bunch of other people.
we
And
got some good people.
and we went in there and we recorded that song, but we didn't like the producer that they gave us. He was really not like, he didn't know anything. And to this day, I don't know where those tapes are or anything that we recorded there in that. And then we found out afterwards that that producer was Dickie Rowe, who
Yeah,
was
the name Dickie
famous,
kind of got to me.
who was famous for turning down the Beatles at Decca
Decca.
Records.
Yes.
Yeah.
God.
Yes, that's he was the first producer we ever worked with.
Just how far back are you going to take me?
But well, this is let's go. To see it. This is called I've Got That Feeling. I got something to say, yeah. It's been bothering me. upside down. Always been the same old story whenever you come around. I've known it deep inside my heart. I've known this right from the start. Babe, I said it's you that I want. I said now I've got that feeling down inside, baby. Oh, I really got that feeling. You call love. I said don't laugh at me. It's not no game that we're playing. Don't you know I can't feel this pain? Don't you know what I'm saying? I know it deep down inside. There's a feeling I just can't hide. That's knowing it's you that I want. I said 'cause I've got that feeling down inside, baby. Oh, I really got the feeling you call love. I've got that feeling down inside, baby. Ooh, I really got the feeling you call love. Oh yeah, now I've got that feeling down inside, yeah. Ooh, I really got the feeling you call love. That's a long time ago, yes.
That was when I said,
Yes, well,
my
that
brother's
was
a musician, he's a
Right.
songwriter.
that was London. So that was what, 18, 19 years old for
I thought you
me?
were going to say 1890s. No, it was closer to, yeah, it was 73, 74.
Yeah. So, hey, so, and see, after that, we were in London for a while.
It was another 2 years.
Hold those thoughts. I'm in the shot. This is not good video.
Oh, I'm holding thoughts because he's in the shot. Hey, listen, I'm glad you got that haircut
Yeah.
because right now it's in the shot.
Speaking of hair,
Speaking of hair, yes.
now you're taking me right back to the 70s with that.
Yes, because actually it was about that time when my hair was this long. The last time my hair was this long.
True.
Yes, the hair is only this long right now, of course, because I haven't been able to go to a barber shop because, of, the news.
Situation. Yeah, the news.
But hey, it will be gone soon. It'll be as short as yours, so don't worry about it. So, yeah, that song was London. And then after we started recording a lot.
There was another little song in London.
Yeah, there was a little ditty that you came up with. And I remember walking down the King's Road. Now, this is 1977, so everybody on the King's Road is all in leathers with pins hanging out of their faces and stuff like this because it's in the middle of the punk. And I'm walking down the King's Road and kind of putting something to this ditty that you did. So let's start it off. It went.
Oh.
silent nights, just stating rights, make me hide away. Forgotten dreams, or so it seems, they're in my way. To love we toast, my long lost hopes. Can't you see that it's too late? And the need is all I see. That's why I hate. Climb down, yeah, on my back. Don't want to choose, you'll lose. You know it's a fact, 'cause I'm a go-go. Get up. Your love is all I need. Don't time it down. Sign the deed, 'cause I'm a go-go. Get up. Inside my mind, things left behind. I know it's late. What I need is what believe would be to love we told, my long lost hope. You see, it's too late. In the need is what I've seen. Why do I hate? Come down now on my back. Don't make me choose you, you lose. You know it's a fact, 'cause I'm a go-go. Get up. Your love is all I need. Don't time it down. Sign the deed, 'cause I'm a go-go. Get up. Climb down, yeah, on my back. Don't make me choose, you'll lose. You know it's a fact, 'cause I'm a go-go. Get up. Your love is all I need. Don't time it down. Sign the deed, 'cause I'm a go-go. Get up. Nailed that ending. Yeah, so that was King's Road, London, 70s.
Just before we headed across the water.
Yeah, that's right, because just so that everybody knows out there, we got kicked out, well, I got kicked out of England
Doesn't happen
in the
often.
70s. I didn't really get kicked out for anything that I did wrong, but they pulled me into the American embassy and told me if I didn't go back to America and live for 2 years, that they were going to take away my citizenship. So I figure, well, if I didn't go back to America, what citizen would I be? I wouldn't be English because I wasn't born in England. And I was born in France. Would that make me French? I don't know. But anyway, we went back to America.
Birth certificate was
Yeah. Birth certificate was an American Air Force birth certificate. Yeah, so. But anyway, we left England in 77 and went to America. New York City.
we had a year in Maryland.
Yeah, that's right. We had a year in Maryland
Gets
where
confused after a while.
yeah, we wrote some funny songs there, but it was New York where we actually started getting together with other musicians and starting playing music again.
First time we decided to really work on it together.
Yeah, remember we even built a studio once in the Garment District on
We had a
35th
loft,
Street.
Yeah. egg crates and moving blankets.
Yes, that's
It's
right.
great.
And we used to record and play there. And that's when we kind of, I remember having a party there. And at that party,
You actually remember those things?
oh my God, all of these, well, but because I wrote a song about it. Because it was just at this party and we'd invited all these people and I was just standing there just observing everything that they were doing and came up with this song. Well, let me see.
Yeah, I
let's
will
make
not
sure I
forget
get
that
in
party.
tune.
No.
You weren't at that party?
I probably was, but again, it was the kind of party you don't remember much about. At least
yeah,
until
okay.
years later and flashbacks start happening. Yeah, that's when you start remembering it.
Yeah, that go-getter took a
Although I
little bit
will
out of
admit,
my girl here.
This song stayed with us for, my good, at this point, 35, 40 years?
Yeah, we basically played this song every gig. we
Variation.
played.
Just, yep.
So we're on this story. We're in this loft in New York City.
This loft had a bar that was 30 feet long. The
Yeah,
kitchen
30-foot
was
bar.
fabulous.
And there were a lot of people there, but these are just the people that I remember. We've always called this song Toke a Joke because we've always
Always laughed about it, but
laughed at it
oh my goodness,
ourselves. Ooh. Okay, and,
that is perfect.
and I remember one time when we were playing at the Dive in New York, and we sort of like it was started like,
Yeah, it started like almost
and
every
then we
other.
did a whole
Baby
little
Bones
reggae
song
version of it, and we had those backup singers. Yeah, woo, 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 woo. Yeah. Anyway, so this is what it turned into.
Please.
Is that speed good enough? Simon's in the corner and he's having a toke on the joint now. Gary won't worry cause he wonders if he'll pass it around. Masha's in a room, it's a room where she cries, it's a room of doom. She spends her time getting high. Richard's got a spliff, said it's rolled up for the morning. Gary won't be up till it's late in the afternoon. Alan's got a pipe that he smokes all night. He takes a toke, then he chokes and he feels alright. I said, babe, it's not a way to go through life. I should know, I tried it myself. I said no, you said no. David takes his toot from a spoon, it's attached to a gold chain. Shotgun Joe's blowing smoke into Annie's mouth. Kathy says she's still got $100 bill rolled nice and tight so it's easy to fill. They're getting high. I say, yeah, babe, it's not a way to go through life. I should know, I tried it myself. I said no, you said no. You take the time you spend getting high, subtract it from your future. Take what's left, you can add that to your age. To To get the bottom line, take the total of the time, put the cost to the loss, and I think you'll find you're getting high. I said, babe, it's not a way to go through life. I should know, I tried it myself. I said no, you can say no. Yeah, that song.
I'm
Funny.
surprised we remembered it.
I know. I mean, we're really digging into the
Archives?
archives, yeah. I mean, I can't believe you actually did remember some of these songs that we played. Except for the fact that every year you've come and seen me, you play them.
Yeah, but it's a year in between, and an awful lot happens between that.
Well, let's go on. We were in New York.
We started working on our first video.
Oh, that's
The
right.
people
yeah.
that we...
Yeah, that's when we did
Part of
that
that
recording.
came through because of a particular young lady who was in fashion.
Yes.
And I think...
Yes, well, actually, first of all, we did, right after that in New York, we went back to London to do the movie, Otto Preminger's The Human Factor. That,
Timeline's getting
that we did
mixed
some,
up here.
we did some interesting music for him there.
Actually, no, that was the first time that we did everything that we did before we headed out there to do the movie. Once I heard it for the first time in the studio, I don't know about you, but the first time I said, hey, I'm actually a musician.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because we got to go into that studio, the big movie studio, where they have the movie showing on the screen.
And we had the string
have a
section from the Kremlin.
String section, right. We had the strings, the whole, the whole orchestra. And they, all of a sudden, they were playing our music. And it was like,
we
yeah.
got to work with some really
And great
good
musicians at that time, yeah. But that was back to London to do that. And then
That was
we
the year
went
of
back to New
79.
York. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we went back to New York, and that's when we started working with the fashion designer. And of course, in the movie was Iman, the fashion model. It was her first acting role, so we got to know her pretty well. So if I remember rightly, we did call her agent to try and get her to do our video.
Think about it.
She was out of
Every
town.
single song that has come has been nothing but parts, stories, sections in our lives. Whether it's the
Yeah.
people, whether it's the circumstances, whether it's the places, it's always been nothing but.
Right, and that was a fun video to make. That was really New York. We used.
Oh, you're gonna
We used all over New
kind
York.
of show it, kind of
Yeah.
long hair, tight jeans, too
Yeah,
much
you're gonna
makeup,
see,
all
you're
of
gonna
that.
see
Yeah.
the last time I had my hair long. Yes. So here we go. Let's show them the video of Creme de la Creme.
Yeah, enjoy, please. So now you have an idea just how long we've been around.
Yeah. Yeah. What about those boots?
Sometimes,
I can't believe it. Were they Chelsea Cobbler? I can't remember.
yep, that was the name of the place.
I remember when we came back from England, I had every different color. We had snakeskin, I had the black,
Velvet?
brown, gray.
Velvet boots, Gary.
Velvet boots, yes.
Yeah.
And we had, the ones that I had in there were red velvet. Yeah, and yours were what? Yours were the snakeskin ones.
Snakeskin, yeah.
Yeah, we had so many pairs of those boots. And, then it went on that Prince started wearing those. And it was good because, it did
Yeah, we
make
could
us
have
2
donated
inches
them.
taller.
Yeah.
Which we
Yeah, it makes a
desperately
difference.
needed in those days.
Man.
But yeah, that was a fun video to make. And all the friends and all the people who really
Absolutely
participated.
everybody, yeah.
Getting of the DeLorean. In
It was
those
the
days.
First video that ever had a DeLorean.
Yeah, first video that ever had a DeLorean because at that time I think he was on trial.
But it wasn't his
No,
DeLorean. No, you
yes,
got it. Yeah.
but it wasn't his DeLorean. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. But after that in New York,
So when we got to play out more.
yeah, we got to play out a lot. And Yeah, we had written a bunch of songs, but I'm trying to think.
What came after Creme de la Creme?
Well, I mean, there was Rockstar My Ass, and there was Let Me Sing. Yeah, in the New York was the Rockstar My... was when a little story, because I was running around after we did that video, and the records that we did, the other 2 or 3 songs that we did, I started shopping them around to record companies like Arista and you know, meeting with... I actually met with Clive Davis once and listened to it. And of course, you know, I've still got the letters at home from most of them from Chrysalis, from Arista, all these letters to say, oh, thank you. Sounds great, but, you know, not for us at this time.
No
kind
one
of
would like
thing.
to be a book writer and you're getting rejection letters.
Yeah, right. You know, so I remember running around and doing that a lot. So that really prompted up the song called, you know, Rockstar My Ass.
That one, I think, was a quintessential view of the business itself. It's kind of...
Yeah, I guess so.
Don't be too
So,
serious about it, but
you want to try and play it?
try.
Can you
and play
remember it? Okay, this is called, I mean, we call it Rockstar, but you can tell from the chorus of what it really means. Ready?
Well, we can. Be a beat.
1, 2, 3, 4. Struggle to play, even harder to survive. There's 1,000 different ways of being alive. To music and guitars in hand, I travel across the world just to find me a band. They said rock star. That's what they said to me. They said rock star. I said rock star my ass. I didn't care about what they said. All I wanna do is earn my bread. I pass the time with records to cut. When they come to me, I say keep your mouth shut. I'm a rock star. That's what they said. They said rock star. I said rock star my ass. I got my gig in 3/5 harmony. You could say a rock star suited me. Played on him, shots to get more pay. No, that didn't wash, cause all I could say was I'm a rock star. That's what I say, yeah, I'm a rock star. They said, rock star my ass. It took time to get over it. Being in the dumps and playing in the pits. I think of time, yeah, makes you feel good. When I get on stage, really think I could be a rock star. Hey, yeah, that's what I said. I said a rock star. Rock star my ass. Rock star. Hey, baby, that's what I said. I said a rock star. Rock star my ass. Rock star my ass. Rock star my ass. Oh yeah. Rock star my ass. Much better.
Through it.
Yeah, nailed that ending. Whew. Yeah.
God, after that, you disappeared. The quintessential thing that happened.
Well, I joined a band called My Dog Homer. We went and did a couple of CD with them.
Headed off in different places.
And
But
then-
you decided to.
Yeah,
the
then I
other
left
side
New
of the
York
country.
and
Yeah.
came to California. Because
Because
I
of
was
a girl.
California dreaming.
It was a girl that did it.
Well, yeah, well, you know. I think it was basically a girl that did everything, wasn't it?
So many ways. But that's what
Yes.
most of the stories are like. Almost everything that every song is about love.
Yeah,
Think of
that's
it.
true.
Whether it's love of parties, whether it's love of music, whether
Yeah.
it's love of woman. That's where they all came from.
There you go, love.
Of life,
Love makes the world go round.
and it's free.
See, yes, and it's free. See, that would have been an opening for that.
But it's
nice
not tax
little song,
deductible.
but it's,
Yeah, but
you know.
go on.
But yeah, we went on, and of course, I needed a change, so I left and I came to California.
Now,
And since then, every time we've gotten together, there was this little piece of music that we played around with in New York.
I've had it for over 30 years.
Yeah, over 30 years, and it turned into
Time seems to be a recurring theme in this.
into I Need a Change. Well, she said yes. That's just a word she uses when she wants to get away with it. So I said no. Don't you know it's the way I could change things? I could change a tire, change my mind, change desire anytime. I said I change the things I want to change. It won't always be the same. I said I can change anything. I can't change you. Then she said no. Now she's just trying to turn things around on me. So I said yes, 'cause I'm not gonna let her beat me at my game. 'Cause I can change a tire, change my mind, change desire anytime. I said I can change the things I want to change. It won't always be the same. I said I can now change anything. I can't change you. Can't change you. I lie awake in the dark of the night. I'm thinking about things I missed in my life. I know I need it new. I love you with my body, but my heart won't do. 'Cause I'm bored. Don't you know I need a change? I need a change. I need a change. I need a change.
that's changed.
It's changed. Changes every time we play it. That's the way it's supposed to be. Whoa.
Well, we didn't talk anywhere near as much as we thought, but just stuff to play with.
Well, yeah, there's, oh yeah, well, let's talk about rhubarb. So,
That was just before
yeah.
started Head Off. That was after Creme de la Creme.
Right.
And again, some really talented people.
Yeah, if I remember, well, we had a singer that was singing with us, Frida Williams. She at the time was singing with the Eurythmics.
Anita Baker.
and Anita Baker.
Oh, David Hasselhoff.
Oh, yeah.
She was his
And
go-to
she was-
girl for Europe. Yeah.
Yeah, she would always go to Germany and, sing on the wall with David Hasselhoff. We used to always make jokes at her for that one. But a gig's a gig, was back in those days.
Yes, that was a time when you were off with My Dog Homer. I was doing things with Frida when she was doing her shows.
Right, you actually opened for Jay Leno once, didn't you, at the Carolines? When
We've rubbed some elbows in places. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
This was when he was still doing jokes about his big cars, his big Chevys. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, those the New York days, boy. But I remember she would always work with this guy Andre DeShields, who at the time was in Ain't
Originally we met him
Misbehaving.
in London. Go back to
Yeah,
London.
that's right, yeah,
Yeah,
we were in
79.
London
We were in London when we
we
met
were doing the movie.
her and
Yeah.
yep.
We went to see his show, and that's where we actually met.
He was hot off of Ain't Misbehaving.
Right. And of course, he'd won whatever they win. What is it, Tonys or whatever they.
Yeah, for Broadway shows. Yeah.
And he was doing a show, and at the time he had a friend of his who was a script writer, who wrote a story called Rhubarb the Rock and Roll Rabbit. And he brought this script to us,
Wanted it to go off Broadway. Yep.
and we sat down and put like 11 or 12 songs to it. And then he took that and took it to Andre DeShields, and Andre DeShields directed it and put it on,
Produced it. Went off Broadway.
produced it, and
Yep.
went off Broadway. And and that was some fun. That was some.
That
fun.
was
So
our
here we
first
did-
sojourn into a
Right.
musical.
Here we were
Yeah.
doing rock and roll and stuff, and then we went and did that movie. Then we came back to New York and we're doing off-Broadway shows. It felt like we were musicians.
Yeah.
Even though we still had to go and find
Was-
jobs.
I was
places,
still working as a waiter
you know,
as well,
right?
yep.
But yeah, those were the days. So from there, here let's play some stuff from Rhubarb. Here's a little song called "You Ain't Going Nowhere."
That was a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fun song to write.
Let's hear it again. Here we go.
And then after Rhubarb, what did we do? Oh, I remember in
Still keeping up with My Dog
yeah,
Homer.
right in the '90s, came up with this song. I don't know, Some Girl, of course,
Yeah,
and
but this one has been evolving over the years.
Yeah.
This one is really, and I think we finally, and you haven't. I've still put words to it that you haven't seen yet.
okay.
Believe it or
Well
not,
then,
it's still evolving. And
well then,
yeah.
I'll take a look at them. But right
Oh, I
now, I'm going to
appreciate
sing the words that I wrote. How's that? Because I can remember. I can remember who I was writing it about and what it was all about. And I even took a verse out because it was too bad. But anyway, it's called "Could This Be Love?" Right?
I remember that.
Why do I see your eyes in every girl I meet? Why do I hear your voice? Ooh, when they speak. Why do I feel your touch if you're not even there to hold me? Ooh, when I breathe, you're in the air. Where can I find the truth that only time can tell? I said, yeah, if I knew, I'd try to break your magic spell. I think that it's time for you to see how hard this is for me to want you as I do. What does it mean? Could this be love? Could this be what I'm searching for? Could it be the answer to all my pain? Oh, could this be something that I could feel again? you're right. We did write a lot of love songs. Yeah.
Recurring theme.
Maybe we were just lovable guys, Yeah, that's a joke.
Were?
Yeah. So that was that was just before I came to California. And when I came to California, I didn't play any music in California.
Nope. You spent your time with pots and pans.
That's true. I was, went into the restaurant business. Well, great business.
And we didn't play together for a lot.
Yes, at least 10 years that we didn't play together. Yeah, and that was crazy. And then when I moved from California to Miami, I started playing again. I started playing just the acoustic and just me playing out instead of the bands and having to worry about whether the drummer's on
At that
beat or
time,
the
I was
bass
living
player's in
in
tune.
a totally different country.
Yeah.
We never even got together until, goodness,
Yeah, we.
in 2000, 2001. First time I
Yeah.
came to visit you in Fort Lauderdale.
Yes,
where you
that's right. That's right. You came and we played. We played with a friend of ours. He played a flute. Dominic was a flute player. Yeah, and that was really interesting. What he put to our songs.
It was. I mean, it was rehashing a lot of the old stuff.
Yeah.
But it was.
What was-
Oh my goodness.
What was one of your favorite ones that came out of that?
Oh, Go Getter was always a.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when I came down, that was when. I haven't got the T-shirt with me, but that was when I started working in a business. I opened a business in San Antonio.
That's right. Yeah, you had become a
And that
massage therapist, and you opened a
brought-
spa.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we were fortunate enough to start working with some of our guys coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan.
Right.
And that's when you decided you were going to do something different.
Oh yeah, I got together with some friends, some people that I know, and I got a camera and I went down to San Antonio and I made a documentary film of the work that you were doing on our military burn survivors.
Wasn't that Mom's idea?
Yeah, it was my mother's idea. She called me up. She's like, "You got to see what Richard's doing, and this and that." And then
Yeah.
we talked about it, and I said, "Oh, well, let me come down and do that." So we filmed the documentary, but then I waited for another year for what you're doing. Then I went back like 8-9 months later to film the follow-up as to how much your therapies
Thing though, that was the
worked.
first time we come back after 20 years
Yeah.
and collaborated on another music in a film.
Yes.
By that time, you'd started doing things a little different. You started playing some slide music, which
Oh, yeah.
was impressive. It still
Yes,
is.
I did.
But there's some really nice pieces in that film.
Yeah, that was true. And you got to go up on stage in front of the whole film festival in San Antonio
should
and
I
collect
rub
my
your back now? There we go.
and collect my
Very
award
proud of my
that I won.
younger brother. Don't call him little brother anymore because
Yeah.
he's 2 bloody inches taller than me. But very proud.
Yeah, that was so. Yeah, so it's that's kind of thing. So it's like here we go, music. We did movies. We did the off-Broadway show. Now here we're a documentary filmmaker, and then what we started doing is fundraisers. So we started traveling around.
got
I'd
bands
go to
together again.
Texas. Yeah, we put a band together and played in Texas at the oldest VA Veterans Hall.
The oldest in the country.
Yeah, oldest in the country. And I remember when we did that, it rained and they canceled the show and never called us and told us they canceled. And we arrived there but we didn't have a PA system because the band that was going on after us was supplying the PA system. So we all got there, all of us.
We scrambled.
We were ready, and they're like, "Oh well, no, we canceled it because it's raining." And we're like, "No, it's not. It's not raining." And they're like, "Oh well, it rained earlier in the day." I said, "But you never called us and canceled it." So we went around and we
got
ran around.
everything
Yeah,
we needed.
ran around to music stores and rented a PA. Went up there, set everything up, and played. And fortunately, a lot of people did show up who didn't know that it was canceled. And yeah, that was a fun time. You know, but that just showed you the scrambles and stuff that we had to do to get out there and play. But the songs that came from it,
I'm sure I've heard.
yeah, songs that came from it is what I'm thinking of. The songs that we like. Here's one that you know I started rehashing other songs that I played and wrote with other people, and then you added stuff to it. And I remember this one was
remember what it
this one was written about this girl that I was going out with by somebody else. And it's called, I can't even remember what it's called now.
Oh,
Yeah.
King
Of Broken Hearts. I know he's in love with her. I know she's not in love with him. She's just passing time till something better's gonna come along. I know that's fine, just as long as it don't turn out wrong. 'Cause I'm on the outside, I'm looking in, I see the truth. I'm a king of broken hearts. I told him what I thought of her. He told her what I said to him. I was trying to be a friend, one that will always tell the truth. I'll be there in the end, no matter how he comes through. 'Cause I'm on the outside, I'm looking in, I see the truth. I'm a king of broken hearts. Cause I'm on the outside, I'm looking in, I see the truth. I'm a king of broken hearts. I said broken hearts. I said broken hearts. I said broken hearts. I know. Give myself a applause on that. Yes, and yes, and little did I know, but yes, broke my heart. Yeah, but there you go. Now it's all mended again, and we've got other songs that came from there. I'm just trying to think of, and I started like playing a lot of other people's songs.
With your own twist.
Yeah, with our own twists here and there, but yeah, there's still Let Me Sing that I'd love to play, but
You don't sing it quite as high as you used to.
no, well that's the problem. But yeah, so what other song do you want to play, Richard?
Do I want to play?
Yes. What's like If you can remember any of the songs in there that we had before. There's also always.
There was a very significant thing that did happen in
Okay.
1980, believe it or not.
1980.
Yeah.
All right.
Another,
Enlighten me.
something to do with the newest addition to our family.
Ah. Yes. Yeah.
Come on. It's the first-
Nephew. 1980. He was born.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just here visiting. He's 41 now. No. But I remember he was born and I remember my sister Vicky, came to New York and had the baby there, and we were sitting in the apartment, and she went out, and basically, I don't know if you were there, but I had to look after this baby.
Yeah.
And this is, the first time I'd ever sort of like had to change a baby or
Exactly.
and
Got
he
the
was
official
he
father
must have been
thing,
like
yeah.
months old. And I remember I was there with the guitar, and he went to sleep, and I went in the other room, and I kind of wrote
You wrote it all about changing.
all about changing him, and all about like everything that I'd just done. Yes.
But
and,
no, that was
yeah.
fun words.
So this is called Rockabye Baby Blues. My eyes are heavy, they fall, they begin to close. I see everyone, nobody's wearing clothes. I got that rockabye baby blues. And then my mother picks me up out of my wooden cage. I land right down on a wooden stage. You know I got the rockabye baby blues. And then my pants are removed and a wet cloth is replaced. As it moves around my legs, I feel the red in my face. You know I got the rockabye baby blues. Rockabye baby blues. Got that rockabye baby blues. I got the rockabye baby, rockabye baby, rockabye baby blues. You know I got that rockabye baby blues. They said that my friend Johnson's covered me oh so nice. Now I smell as sweet as sugar and spice. You know I got the rockabye baby blues. And then my mother picks me up, she rocks me to the stereo. Chuck Berry's there, laying down some rock and roll. You know I got rockabye baby blues. Oh, rockabye baby blues. I got the rockabye baby blues. I say you know I got that rockabye, got that rockabye baby. rock-a-bye baby blues. Rock-a-bye baby, got the rock-a-bye baby, got the rock-a-bye baby blues. I say, you know I got that rock-a-bye baby blues. Go to sleep now. So I think, you know, that was a lot of fun. Really, thanks for being with me to take, you know,
A trip down memory,
trip
whatever
down
it is.
memory lane. We've
That's more
really
like a
covered
memory
a lot of
highway
time
at this point.
We went through the 70s, 80s,
It's not
90s,
over.
and you even got to 2000 to 2000, what, 7 with the movie.
Yeah, but aren't we playing again tonight?
And yeah, and we'll be playing it
It's
again
not
tonight.
over.
Okay.
Not over.
So, but thank you for coming here and being on the musicians with me. And hopefully next year when you
Thanks
come back, we can do everything from 2007 up
Yeah,
to
yes, thanks for reminding
2021.
me how long we've been doing this. Yeah,
Yes.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know, you must have been 18, so it's got to be, you know, it's got to, yeah,
Yeah,
it's got to
it's
be a
been
lot of
a
years for you.
Tell you
But
what,
mind you, I'm only 3 years younger than you, so you
Yeah.
know it's been a lot of years for me too. But you know, what can I say
Actually,
here
you know
on
what?
TV in front of everybody? You know, I'd like to thank my brother for you know, involving me in the music from the beginning, all those years ago, and you know how we've progressed here till our almost, you know, our old age, still playing the music.
I know I'm the soft one in the family. Put your guitar down. Give me a hug, bro.
Okay,
You know.
I could do that. I can do that, but where's my long hair? Yeah. All right. Thank you.
And thank you all.
Thank you all. That was fun.